The first time I went to a commercial art gallery, I had a degree in art history. I'd seen it free listing in Time Out. There's a Robert Mapplethorpe show, and I was so excited to go and see it. It's one of my favourite artists that I'd studied, but I'd never seen them in the flesh. And I had to ring the doorbell, terrifying. And then I kind of got into the gallery, and the floor, my shoes were like cheap and they were squeaking on the floor. And I thought, if I feel this out of place and terrified, how does everybody else feel? I just graduated from Warwick University with an art history degree. I think for Soho House, always what I'm trying to do is build a collection that's meaningful and robust. It wouldn't always necessarily be the art that I would put in my home. It's not about my personal taste. It's very much representing the city on the wall. So if we're curating in Tokyo, we're putting together a whole host of Japanese artists, all different levels of their careers, all different ages, all different backgrounds, and showcasing them as, look, this is the best of the Tokyo art scene, and here it is for you to enjoy. And also we've designed it in such a way that it feels like it's always been there. It feels like this could be your home, your art collection. So I guess it's taking that expansive approach, loads of research, something inclusive, but also that has got this quality that it feels that it's been shaped for that space for this particular moment in time. So it's quite a specific way of curating. I think the greatest privilege of my career is that I get to hang out with artists, and probably my biggest takeaway is that artists just see the world differently. And what I mean by that is we all might stop and we see a beautiful sunset and we think, oh, and it stops us in our track, and we might get our phone out and take a picture. If we're on holiday, we might watch the sunset from start to finish like a great movie. Artists can get that kind of sensation of a sunset, of the world being spectacular and interesting and original and thought-provoking from almost anything. Like one artist I know makes artwork about those little sort of turnstiles that you get at airports. I think, well, how did she find them interesting? But she makes me find them interesting. And so for me, great artists make us stop and think. Even mundane and ordinary things can be magical and mysterious through the eyes of artists. That's what they teach me. I think I'm really excited by the current moment we're in. Literally last week I was in LA for Frieze LA and Art Fair, and I felt that it was much more experimental and playful and fun. I think that's what art should be. We've gone through a very conservative period. I think everyone's been hedging their bets, being quite mainstream in their thinking, and I'm seeing a lot more originality come into play. And actually, as a consequence of AI, I think we're all starting to value the handmade in the sense of a reaction against it. This is original, I made it, here's my hand, here's my mark, here's my stamp. You can kind of feel my blood, sweat and tears. That's gone back into art again. I think artists are outsourcing less and keen to show that they've got craftspersonship, and I think that's a lovely thing to get back into art. And you can have that in dialogue with AI, but I think we're going to really see the supremacy of the maker again. I would love the opportunity to put an artwork in every boardroom in the UK. First of all, there should just be art in there, full stop. I've been into so many bare boardrooms, which I feel is quite sad. I would put in Sarah Maple's artwork. She's a great satirical feminist, and she has an artwork, and it's of a beautiful woman, and then text collaged over the top, and it says human trapped in a woman's body. And it's just succinct, punchy, powerful, funny, good looking, and you can't ignore it.